the sold-out Amalie Arena, here is the moment we've all been waiting for. The main boxing disc scheduled in the cruiserweight division. It is brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Fansly, the best.com/Paul Perry for exclusive content. Event Ticket Center. Tickets to the events you love at Event Ticket Center. And Celsius. Live the Florida Athletic Commission, the Executive Director, Timothy Shipman. Tina Griffith, Efren LeBron, and your referee in charge of the action, Christopher Young. Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands of sold-out fans, millions of fans watching live around the world on DAZN. Ready, the world is ready. Tampa makes it. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing purple was 1/2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his boxing debut, bringing a beat and 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He is a bear, the king of violence, Platinum. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Pounds even. In 10 professional fights, his record stands at 9 by way of knockout. Desde Dorado, Puerto Rico, Perez, the one, the only, El
Get ready to go as well. So you know what time it is. When you fight hard, fight clean.
You heard Jake Paul say it's judgment. Told us earlier this week, I'm not here to box Jake Paul. That's why he's the king of violence. As for Jake Paul, he says I'll pick up like knockout and I'll make it look easy. From Tampa, Florida, Paul versus Perry.
His toes, creating distance.
Jab.
Mike better protect himself.
Ooh, great.
One goes to Mike Perry's body. I will.
He's going to take 1 or 2 shots to the body, and if you can see his hands drop, especially Mike Perry.
Very noticeable size.
Whoa! Knockdown!
Right.
Paul promised a first-round KO, and that's a promise of shots.
Man, that body shot shook him up right there by Jake.
Perry's got to let his hands go. It may be over before he lands.
For boxing. In boxing, he cannot.
And one thing Perry's doing wrong is he's throwing that right hand, his chin is exposed.
He invites people to throw. You want to invite to throw a punch at your head.
Ariel, what's his body language telling you?
It's a guy, Jake Paul, who walks around at around 220, 230. And Jake's confidence is just growing. Jake doesn't need to outbox him because Mike isn't protecting himself. And like you guys said, he's leaving himself open.
Why Mike has his hands so low?
Because that's the way he fights in bare knuckle and MMA.
And Jake is not the beacon of cardio, but he's kind of breathing right and still being around.
And that's where Perry can do his best.
The good overhand right by Perry that landed on the temple of Jake. Oh, man.
Mike Perry does come alive when the good so far.
Good right hand, and he stumbled Perry again.
Yeah.
He's very flat-footed, moving forward, upright. He's leaving himself
as well. He's not cutting the ring off. He's following Jake.
Like a zombie. No.
In front of him when you see him going away.
He needs to survive this round.
Good body. Another good, solid
corner, shaky.
Jake's getting better as a boxer. I'm going to just be real. Getting his hands down quite a bit. And people talk about how strong his chin is. It's only a matter of time for somebody to shut the light out.
Well,
hands up.
But let's be honest, Jake Paul hits really hard.
It's not pillows, it's tinning. That's no protection. But it's actually more weight coming towards your face.
Exactly. Cut. Because, you know, there's no padding. But boxing, you get hit.
How low Mike Perry's hands is. Right here you see Jake. As we said before, that's the knockdown we see right there.
More of a clubbing.
We can't blame the canvas. That was a legit shot.
Round knockout, but he does get a first round knockdown.
Man, Perry's chin in the air.
Perry needs to almost adopt the Mike Tyson style. Put his punch after he.
Oh! The right.
Only punch after he's
himself. He's too upright. Jake hits way too hard.
This is a good time. It's not in his repertoire to do so.
Jake has been a very good finisher.
For someone that's hurt to be walking someone down.
No.
Get one shining moment in this fight. You know he's going to go out on a shield.
See, that was great.
Perry has no defense at all.
Zero, yeah.
At all. Doing great, man. He's boxing, keeping distance. He busts up.
I mean, he's even throwing power with the jab. He's been known to throw a lot of. Most surprising thing for Mike Perry.
Setting traps, walking side to side, setting traps, landing that.
See any path to victory here for Mike Perry?
I don't, man. It's just landing right there.
Hold the phone.
I mean, he needs to dig down.
Make the fight dirty. Frustrate Jake. That's his only hope. This is where.
I know what you're saying, Ariel, but one thing about Jake, he's mentally strong. That's not going to bring him. Yeah.
Mike Perry.
Mike Perry out.
Man, Jake is setting him right down the middle.
The palm of his hand.
If Perry just put his hands up.
Yes.
Perry's not going to put his hands up. He punches with his eyes.
Set up because he feinted to the body and came up top. It was a smart
to the body because he was punching with that right hook. Overhand right, second knockdown.
In his corner as ice water was dumped all over his body.
They're fighting at a very high pace.
And you know, a lot of power.
The best shot, and he's still walking you down. Man, that.
Yeah, well, one thing that I noticed when I was prepping for Jake, he can punch with power no matter how fatigued he is.
With this stance.
You can't believe it. You
Whoa,
like Perry.
big left hook.
After how that first round went.
Nice left hook there from Jake Paul. He's in because Paul could catch him with the right hand.
That left
Perry.
hook. Jake felt that help. I think Jake needs to go.
And Jake does not need to slip the jab on the inside. He's going to put himself right in front of, not against Jake Paul.
Jake Paul dropped Perry in round one, and
he's setting him up for the overhand. I see it.
Oh, almost like he looks like he's going to throw the right just to set up the left hook.
He's setting him up. He's slapping left hook.
Oh,
overhand right. Nice left hook by Mike Perry.
That's a good body shot right there. What Perry's doing is he's following Jake. He needs to cut the ring.
hand from Paul.
This is that moving target we talked about.
And I think there's a cut on the head of Jake. And now Perry's trying to bully.
Has come all the way back now.
Well, you know, it's tough. You got this guy just walking here, man.
Good uppercut from Jake.
But props to Jake.
Out of the left eye as blood pours into it.
Both fighters are cut.
Oh, nice left hook.
Whoa.
Nice right uppercut right at the end.
Gabe, you're a pro boxer. How do you describe what we're seeing?
It's hard will, determination.
No technique.
We'll go.
No technique. Exactly.
Exactly the way I thought it was.
You can't teach heart. When you hit a guy with your best shot and he's trying to win, you can't teach that, man. Only certain guys have that. It's special.
Somebody with your best shot, they keep walking forward. Some guys fold under that.
It's still controlling the pace. You know, it's tough.
We're in round four.
Oh,
It is a frantic pace and a straight right down.
Made him pay with a straight right hand.
Doing that.
and he
That's a big
switched it right
mistake.
back up. That's a big mistake.
Perry, a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, you can see the power right there.
Tips on both sides. I've seen 2 or 3 people told her to have that. But get the left hand up if I'm Mike Perry, and I would keep walking him down.
A second wind or something.
Well, Jake tried to sit Perry, but it didn't work.
Here comes the overhand, guy. That's the setup there for the overhand.
Yeah, that's a setup.
Power punches through round three.
There's
Perry
a-
is giving as good as he's getting.
Oh!
That got his equilibrium off. Is it time?
Jake's being patient. He's setting him up with that big, powerful jab by Jake.
That feels like a power punch.
Unfortunately, we know that's not in his game plan.
That's the inexperience. Can count, try to recover.
Perry's legs still don't look.
Man, and for him to recover so fast, it stopped him in his track.
Either way, how about Mike Perry?
But this is not a smart move. He's trying to rope-a-dope. You don't do that in the middle.
Oh, man! Whoa!
2, 3, everything that Paul is feeding him.
The referee's close.
He's not like Perry. You got to let it ride.
The ref does have that look on his face.
And Jake staying disciplined, setting everything up with that jab.
10 seconds to go. A brilliant round for Jake Paul.
Great jab by Jake. Uppercut right here is coming. I think if we go another round like this, the referee's going to stop the fight.
Yeah, they're going to let it continue.
Sometimes you can be too tough for your own good.
Hey, Mike Perry once had it. This is all good for Mike Perry.
But you know what, man? He's out on his feet.
No, 100%.
One more power punch could seal the deal for Platinum Perry.
You're expecting just an overhand right or an uppercut, and you get a solid jab, and you get a difficult to deal with.
I think Jake's going to set him up with a left hook. Everything's there.
Earlier tonight, Lucas Body, who has landed a combination and dropped H2O Silv, and the team power shots landed in round 4 for Paul.
I think the power, that's what Perry's having the most problems with, dealing with their jab.
And that movement.
Yeah. You know, he's doing that, and he should.
Perry's cut.
And you know, Jason's having fun here, busting him up with the jab. Big right hand. He's just teasing him right now. Jab.
Take before he tries to fry it. That's what he's doing. Perry needs to get his hands up higher.
That's not going to happen.
He needs to slip, and he needs to get inside that strong leg.
In the shots that he's taken, and how many times you've seen him get.
That's who he is, though. You know what I mean? That's
so. Right now, for Mike Perry, he's become a punching bag.
I don't know, Todd. I like to see you go and punch that punching bag and see what
it's scary.
Jake's in full control right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man!
And look the way that
getting closer.
Nice little jab by Perry as well.
Perry's getting
too much. He's opening up that left hook for him. He's almost pawing it.
Can Mike Perry take?
Honestly, this is his only hope. As dirty as not be enough.
You know, I think Jake just kind of coasts this round right now, the next round.
What a heavyweight showdown we have. Sold out Wembley Stadium. Riyadh season presents Daniel Dubois. Gabe, what do you think happens on that one? And speaking of great head, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Jake Perry needs to Hulk up.
He's ready to go.
That's why he's the king of violence.
Good body shot right there by Jake.
And going into this round.
Put your hands up.
Okay.
Put your hands. Right. Chin is up in the air. Tuck your chin. Put your hands up. Right there.
Oh,
see that?
nice
see that?
hook.
He got low and he landed a shot.
And we cut that down. He needed to buy real estate. Chop down inches of the canvas.
Oh, man. That one caught him good. Paul,
that's
right hand.